2K Sports. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Toronto Raptors. It's D.A.J.
Kevin, thank you.
Tremendous, David. Thank you for that. Should be a very tactical game. Tonight, both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
So here's Miami's starting group. John Collins is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Wall, and it's Warren in at the 3.
Going for a dunk, Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
Such a wide open look.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Bulls in Chicago. Wall against Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Ingram wide open. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Collins, good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The kick out to Young. The pass to LeVert. Now Ingram. Pocket 6. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
Out to the wing. Collins in the post. He's covered by Ingram. Shot by Collins, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
A nice shot by Wall.
I like him forcing the issue inside. Wall playing with purpose right now.
And Young kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Ingram. All sorts of time, and the shot goes in. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And here's Wall. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Jones checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Winslow comes in for Warren. And Glenn Robinson, the 3rd, is subbed in for Kennard.
Well, the quickness on the drive, it is what has defined John Wall's game. That is nicely done.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Robinson on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Wall, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
It's time for T-shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, your North.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Hachimura, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Konchar comes in for Ingram. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's Jackson in for Young. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Miami. Dennis Schroeder comes in for John Wall. On the wing, Jackson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. On the money from 12 feet away.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Robinson for three. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Now DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Schroeder against Jackson. Outside for Robinson. Winslow with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Schroeder against Hachimura. Here's Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And stolen by Jordan. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Robinson. Here's Konchar. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. He takes it in.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Schroeder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Jackson misses.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Sinks the triple.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
It's all tied in Toronto. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Young is out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Hachimura in its center. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. LeVert with it. Robinson picks him up. From 12 feet out. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Raptors.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. Karis LeVert really delivers exactly what you want from a guy at his position, which is points.
Right. For Karis, it's about capitalizing on every opportunity the defense gives you. He's got enough range to complement an elite driving game. This is a guy who can get you a bucket when you need it.
And Young kicks to Kuzma. To the middle, Ingram. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Schroeder passes to Jones. And Jones slams it home.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Shoots from the line. And it's Ingram missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Schroeder outside. And the Heat, another three.
Well, you can see Schroeder willing to take more and more threes. If you're going to stay in the league, you've got to make them.
To the paint. And the dunk by Hachimura.
It's not just about the passer. As the recipient of that alley-oop, you've got to have timing and anticipation. Yes, sir, Rui Hachimura.
Here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Jones. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Magic in Orlando. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Miami making a change here. Towns, he's checked in for Jones. Collins comes in for Blake Griffin. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And it's John Wall in for Dennis Schroeder. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Heat.
In for the Heat, Luke Kennard.
Ingram against Warren. 5 on the clock. And Young, here we go. And it's Miami with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Ball passes to Towns. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
And the Raptors call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Jordan, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Conjar comes in for Brandon Ingram. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Trae Young. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. Stolen. Here's Conchar. He's covered by Warren. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
And the dunk by Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Jackson looking it over. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. In a wide open look for Hachimura. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hachimura's got 8.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
To the left side wing. And here's Collins from outside. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. DiVincenzo kicks to Jackson. Jordan with the screen on Wall. Here's Jackson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on John Wall.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back. Up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And he can't get the first one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And it's Wall with the ball for Miami. There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Down low, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
John Wall has an incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Toronto's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. On the wing, Jackson. It's rebounded by Towns. Miami's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Now Wall. Inside, here's Cup.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Here's Jackson, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Miami ahead. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now.
And it pains me to say this, but I think we need some insight. Now turning our attention back to this Miami. Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Brandon Ingram with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for the Heat, Warren is out there with Collins. Then it's Wall. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. Young with the ball. Now defended by Warren. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 12 in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Wall draws the double. Kennard for 3. The shot missing. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Kuzma. Collins grabs the miss. The Heat leading by 3. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 3.
And this is Young's mentality, ready to shoot the rock as soon as he catches the pass.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Kennard for 3. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball, to guys where they can score it.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
And some changes here for the Heat. Damian Jones comes in for Towns. And it's Justin Winslow in for T.J. Warren.
All right, looking from North Court. Come on, get out for your North Side crew. All right, fans.
Timeout called the Heat.
Your North Side crew, make some noise. Timeout called for the Heat. All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
North Side crew. Give him a hand, fans. Your
Now here's Wall. He has 6. Passes it to Kennard. Now Jones. Lots of room. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jones has got 6.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
Young with no one around. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Wall against Young. Jones with the screen on Young. Wall passes to Collins. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. 6 to shoot. Outside Collins. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Ichimura is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Then for the Heat, Griffin's checked in for John Collins. Robinson comes in for Luke Kennard. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for John Wall. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Wow, the ability to get off your feet in a hurry. Rui Hachimura with the dunk.
Young against Schroeder. With the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 7.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
A nice shot by Young. Young's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
A sneaky score in the lane. Young will give you a steady diet of floaters and off-balance shots that defenders just miss getting a piece of.
Down low, here's Jones. First trip to the line for him here.
Damian Jones. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. And some changes here for the Raptors. Konchar's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Karis LeVert. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Trae Young. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Raptors. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And here's Schroeder. He has 7. Driving in. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it. And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Jackson against Schroeder. 14 feet away. The shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. In the corner, it's Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists now in the game. Jackson against Schroeder. Pass to Concho. Here's Ingram. And Jones sends it back. Schroeder passes to Griffin. Back to Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Jones. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 7-point Miami lead. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now into the lineup for your Raptors, DeAndre Jordan. Timeout call for the Heat. All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for t-shirt time. All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on. Get down for your Northside crew. Give them a hand, fans. Your Northside crew.
Here's Jackson. Pops it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Robinson for three, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Heat.
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Miami foul.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Young. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's LeVert in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Back to Kuzma. Lets it go from deep. Here's Jordan. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Young drives in, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
And on the drive, Young can be so sudden, the defense barely gets a chance to react.
Young against Schroeder to the inside. Bates Diop, and the shot goes in. And the Heat lead by 5.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's DiVincenzo. Banked in off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And it's Schroeder missing. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Young against Schroeder. Tries from 10. And that one hits back iron. The Heat leading by 3. The pass to Winslow. Levert against Robinson. Schroeder with the ball. Driving inside. And they pick up 2.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick-and-roll action. Very good decision maker.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the Raptors making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Then for the Heat, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Griffin. Luke Kennard comes in for Robinson. And John Wall subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Jordan sets the pick for Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start. Buckley there.
Make some noise. All right.
Collins checked in for the Heat. Warren comes in for Justice Winslow. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Karis LeVert is hitting wide-open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
It's a T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise. All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Northside crew.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And here's Collins from outside. And the Heat, another 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pops it up for Jordan. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see. A level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns sends that shot back.
Ball passes to Towns. Good D by Jordan. Raptors trail by 6. Jordan with the screen on Wall. Here's Young, and the rejection by Towns. Left side, Warren. Kicks it out to Collins. Towns against Young. Pulls it up. They get it back. Collins, good. Collins has got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Outside, Wall.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
1:57 left to play here in the fourth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Raptors. So he gets them both.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders. offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
Young. And the shot falls short this time. The Heat leading by 10. Here's Wall. Towns a screen on Young. Wall looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
And Young kicks to LeVert. Jordan sets the pick for LeVert. Driving the lane. Can't hit from in close. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Heat.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Dennis Schroeder.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. All with it, he's picked up by Jordan. Here's Towns. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Young looking around. Over Wall. Drops one in from the wing.
And tonight is why Young is an all-star. He's got incredible scoring ability. Trey can shoulder the load on that end.
Young against Wall. Towns a screen on Young. To the middle. And the dunk by Towns.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
That's the end.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and